Guys, it's the Screen Team, and I am being joined by Laura. And Laura and I are going to talk about a movie that is, it's pretty popular right about now.
Yeah.
And it's not a movie that you can find in theaters. It's not a movie you can find in the DVD stand. It's a movie you can find on Netflix. And we are going to find out whether or not this movie is worth the watch. A lot of people on Facebook, if you're on social media, they're going to tell you, you got to watch this movie.
Blowing up.
You got to check it out. The movie is called Birdbox, starring Sandra Bullock. And it's a movie I haven't seen, but Laura has. She saw it with my wife, and I am interested to see what she has to say about this film. First off, Laura, it's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Always is. Birdbox. This thing is getting a lot of heat, a lot of hot takes. What is your hot take on this film? Hold on. No. Wait, hold on. What's this movie about, first off? Because all I see are those memes where Sandra Bullock has got like this blindfold over her eyes. The kids have it as well. Are these kids okay? Is Sandra okay? Tell me they're okay.
This movie is crazy. I saw it like in my Netflix feed, like up and coming movies, and I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks really good."
Sure.
And I'm a big Sandra Bullock fan, so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this." It came out. I watched it. I don't think it stands up to the hype. To me, this personally, I think there's too many questions left unanswered in this movie. It starts out, she is this woman. She's the short backstory that you get at the beginning of the movie. They just kind of, through dialogue, tell you a little bit of what's happened to her. She's pregnant. Her sister is like this overbearing, bubbly personality that is played by the chick from American Horror Story. That's her.
Paulson?
Yeah, I think it is.
I'll get it for you.
Yeah, she is. She's in every single American Horror Story movie, and she cries in every one of them. So
Sarah Paulson? Is
yes,
that her name?
I think so. Sarah Paulson. She's her sister, and they're going to a checkup at the doctor's office, and the first thing you would realize is that like Sandra Bullock's character, she is pregnant, but like it's like she calls the baby it, and she doesn't believe she's going to make a connection at all with this child.
Yeah. Like
because of her personality and her upbringing. They had a mom that was awful and a dad that was, he went about town, and they kind of put him up next to like a stud horse is basically what they say. It's like, well, we were raised on a stud farm. It's kind of one of their jokes that they make together. Well, they see on the news before they leave that in all these other countries, there are these mass suicides happening. And they're like, holy moly, it's like in Russia.
Yeah.
And so they think, well, that's crazy. Thank God it's not over here. And they go to this appointment, and leaving this appointment, it begins happening there. So they try to run away, and something happens to her sister, and you don't know what's going on. Like all of a sudden, they will look up in the air or to one direction or the other, and this crazy look comes over their eyes, and then they just start attempting to kill themselves, and
so that's where the blindfold thing comes in. People are like, okay, you see something you're not supposed to, and you start going crazy.
Yes, you can't look at it without wanting to kill yourself, basically. Yeah. And so they wear blindfolds everywhere they go, but it just, I don't know. There's a lot of, it's not a kid movie at all. I think your kid needs to be 13 or so to watch it. I won't let Noah watch it. I don't want him, But
well, let me ask you this. A lot of the divisiveness on social media about this film is whether or not only is it good or bad, but is it scary or not scary? Because a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, this is the most scariest movie I've seen, blah, blah, blah. Is it a horror film, or is it just kind of strictly like a thriller film?
I was not scared.
Okay.
To me, I didn't think it was scared. It's kind of slow in places. Mm-hmm. But you want to know what happens. Like, you won't stop watching it most likely, because you want to see what happens. Like, what is going on? And that was my main problem with the movie. Like, you don't know why. You don't know what it was.
Yeah.
There's so many questions left unanswered at the end.
What if there was a Birdbox 2?
Maybe they could make another one, but I don't know. I don't know that people would go for it like they have this one. I think that they sold this movie because the trailer was good.
Right.
And it has Sandra Bullock in it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it has some musician is in it that I didn't know who he was. And I still don't know who he was. Machine Gun Kelly?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's in it. But I don't know. There's some. She does a fantastic job in the movie. Her acting is spot on. The children are good, but I don't know. I think you're just left with a lot of questions at the end of the movie. I
don't know. I have a feeling that this movie has been so popular as far as people talking about it.
Yes, the hype will get you sucked in.
That I think they're going to greenlight a second one for you. If I have no idea what happened in the story or plot. I'm just speculating here, but I'm thinking you're going to get a second one, and if that's the case, maybe you will get those answers you were looking for.
I would watch it to see if I found out, because I just want to know what it is that's coming after them.
Sure.
That's what I want to know, and you don't find out. So yeah, I think that the second movie might even be better than the first one if they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what movie review's coming up after this one? I have no idea. We're going to find out next right here on the Screen Team.